All right. Good morning and welcome to Jim Sells the Suncoast. Today I have the pleasure of speaking with Melanie Byrnes. She's been in real estate since 2002, focused on new homes and custom homes, and 4 years currently with Taylor Morrison, Esplanade Azario. So welcome.
Thank you, Jim. I'm glad to be here.
Uh, Glad to have you here. I wanted to talk about Esplanade Azario, which is a pretty good sized development going on North Lakewood Ranch area as we expand out into Manatee County. One of the big features that we have out here. Maybe you can give me a little overview about the new development and maybe what makes it unique compared to others in the area.
Would love to. When you look at Taylor Morrison, which we are a Fortune 500 company, we're based out of Scottsdale, Arizona. Esplanade for us is a brand. And in that brand, it's resort style living. We really want it to feel as though I've worked so hard, and when I come home or where I'm living is truly a vacation. So there are various levels of finishes to our Esplanade communities. You're going to find them throughout Florida. We're actually taking this brand nationally now because we're finding that that's what people really want. I don't know about you, but when I first moved to Florida, I was lucky to have a sidewalk and you never saw people outside. So it didn't feel like there was a sense of community, and that's what this is all about. So Esplanade Azario is our highest level of finish for an Esplanade community, and that is 1,488 homes total when we're all said and done. And that's a broad range of twin villas priced in the high 400s, low 500s, finished well, to a Palazzo that could be $2 million on the golf course. We're the only bundled golf community. We are a golf community that gives you or the buyer an option of being what we call a resort member who has access to all of the amenities that are vast, or golf plus the resort amenities. So it's really fun to be able to offer that broad stroke activity in the community. In terms of amenities, it's just really a great, fun place. And we are, I think, a good developer in the terms of not waiting till the very end to put our amenities in place.
Right.
So our first amenity campus is a pool area. There's dog parks, community garden, and a community fire table. And that fits 12 to 15 people. Cool night, bring a bottle of wine and have a nice chat. We have a full lifestyle team. They're constantly planning events. There's 4 signature events per year, and they're getting ready to do boots and barbecue. And that will be a community event. Amenity wise, we currently have open the wellness center, and on one side that houses spa services. So you can get facial, you can get full body massage, couples massage. There's a salon there as well for hair, nails, makeup. Then on the other side of the wellness center, you've got 24-hour fitness. Techno Gym is the equipment we use. It actually tracks your workouts on your phone, will give you suggestions. There's classrooms as well. And then within that facility, there's the Toasted Cafe that's open for the mornings. Coffee, smoothies, sandwiches, etc.
Yeah, I'm familiar with an Esplanade. Lived there a couple of years ago, so knowing the amenities and the lifestyle, 100% dead on as to what people want. Right? We walked in there and people are like, "Hey, we have a club for this. We're playing board games, or we have a book club, or we have a wine club, or we have whatever whatever striking your fancy." They had a group of people that had an interest, so you were able to go talk and enjoy it. And then you add in the signature events and the program director who was scheduling all kinds of fun stuff. And it sounds like you've taken all those learnings from the other places and brought it up to that next level here.
And we keep raising the bar for each new Esplanade. It's learning from what we've done in the past, what worked. It was a redesign of the Culinary Center, actually, that we do have in the Lakewood Ranch Golf and Country Club. That the Esplanade there, that will be opening by the end of this year. And it was listening to our members who are saying, "Hey, we want to walk directly to the bar." Yes, don't impede our walk to the bar.
That's right.
And so, it's listening to that and improving each and every time. And the new Culinary Center is really exciting. It's 30,000 square feet under air. You've got the indoor outdoor bar area. There's a screened portion. There's an unscreened portion, double-sided fireplace. We have the Barrel House room, which is an American bistro
Okay.
restaurant, as well as the teaching kitchen that's run by our national culinary program. They'll teach you how to choose a scallop, how to sear it, what to pair it with. And then there's a wine tasting area and also the Olive and Vine, and that's an Italian cafe. So you can order pizzas, fire grilled pizzas,
Hmm.
sandwiches, salads, gelatos. When we're all said and done, 2 sit down restaurants as well as 2 cafes, plus the concierge, the large event area where you can actually
Right.
have those events catered.
Yeah, and it's between all these things that you can do as a small group, your family, neighbors, whoever you're
Mhm.
meeting there, and then the large events where you're pulling the entire community together. It's a
Yes.
full day. It's a full day.
Well, tell me this when you speak with people and you ask them and you're trying to determine what communities you're going to. Do you ask them what do they enjoy doing? What do they want to do?
Oh, absolutely. I think that if somebody really wants to boat, they're big
Yes.
on the water. I don't really bring them east of 75, right? It
Right,
doesn't make
right,
any
right.
sense. But if they want to golf, hey, have you thought about a community that's got a golf course in it? So if you're that avid, do you want to jump and go through traffic and you're going to different spots or whatever?
Exactly.
That option's always there. But how nice is it to just literally walk over or take your golf cart over and go
Oh,
play?
yeah, that's people love it here to get a golf cart and they get it all souped up and
Yeah,
go
that's
to
like a
different
rite of
events.
passage for Florida. Now you have to have the
It
golf
is.
cart. Uh,
Well,
you know,
I find when I ask people that question, what is it you like to do? So many times they're saying to me, I've been working so hard for so long, I don't know.
mhm,
And Esplanade is the opportunity to find out what it is you love to do.
right.
And there's as much as at your fingertips as you want to do, or you don't have to.
Mhm,
We have 16 pickleball courts. We have 6 hard true tennis courts, pros that will give clinics, individual lessons, plus just tournaments and lots of fun activities, a glow in the dark event. We want to keep our strokes broad in terms
right.
of what we offer so that you can find what you love to do. And might be something you never thought, oh,
Yeah.
I'm going to go up and play mahjong. I never thought I would play
Mhm,
mahjong.
mhm.
And the golf course too, that will eventually, it's currently private, or I'm sorry, it's currently public, but will more than likely become private. It's a beautiful course. You've got an aqua range, chipping area, putting area, and then the course itself is phenomenal.
Yeah. So all of this obviously doesn't come free. What is the cost? What's the HOA? What are we paying to be able to access all of this within the community?
Sure. So it does depend on the lot size, but
Right.
on average, when you're looking at the fees for a resort member, so our non-golfers, that's around 370 a month. And what that
Okay.
is including is the maintenance of the home site. So it
Mhm.
is mowing, trimming, weeding, mulching, private gated community, access to all of the amenities. And I'm hearing from other people it's lower than what they're paying in communities that aren't amenitized the way that we are. Our golf members are going to pay just over 600 a month. So you're
Okay.
looking at about $250 a month for full access to a championship 18-hole golf course.
You had me at there taking care of the lawn and
I,
for
I
I
know,
mean,
I know. Forget it.
yeah, and when you add up all those individual costs,
Yes.
people go, "Oh, an HOA." Yeah, but if you're not having to pay for lawn care, and they're
Yeah.
replacing and making sure everything looks good, all those things add up. It's a push. I mean,
You're
uh,
not having to
and it's
be
right
out
there.
on a Saturday pushing a mower around your yard
Yeah.
on a hot Saturday. You don't want to do it. I'm out playing pickleball or golfing.
Yeah, that's right, jumping in the pool.
Yeah. Oh, and I didn't even mention the big resort pool, lap lanes, water aerobics. The Bahama Bar is really fun too. Lunch, dinner, Friday evenings, they have live
Mhm.
music. There's cornhole. You can watch all of your games. It's
Yeah,
too much.
yeah.
It's really
Just makes a
fun.
regular point. I'm sure you can look out there on a Friday and know, all right, I see them every Friday. We know
Yes.
we know we're gonna have a good time and hang out and, you know, whatever the event is that night.
Yes, I find that the people here, because, being Florida, we're going to get people from all over the world that
Hmm.
decide to make Florida either a part-time or full-time home. And everyone wants to make friends. And this isn't a community you have to be concerned about whether or not you'll make friends. You
Hmm.
will. You'll
Yep.
often have such a full social calendar, you will think,
Yeah.
how do I
I
hide
don't
a
have,
little bit?
yeah, I don't have time to go back north. I just have to stay here.
Yeah, well, and that's what we find happens, right? Because
Yeah.
it's such a great lifestyle.
So you talked a little bit, 408 or 1,488 homes
Yes,
total. How big as far as acreage and property, and how is like any green area set up? How is that kind of spaced out through the property?
sure. Well, one, we take great pride in our green space and our landscaping. When we first develop the communities, we want to put in mature landscaping so that when you come to our communities, you feel as though you've arrived. It
Hmm.
doesn't feel sparse. Um, we also concentrate on making curved streets so it doesn't feel like an army barracks that you're kind of
Right, right.
winding through the community. We have a lot of natural areas. We're part of the National Wildlife Foundation, so we want to plant as many trees as maybe we take down for
Right.
new homes. So across from the sales center, we actually have a beautiful butterfly garden and a little outdoor workout area. There's natural bridges, large, wide walking trails or paths through the
Hmm.
community. And then just in terms of landscaping, we do a lot of berms. So you're building that dirt up and
Right,
then
right.
putting in some really beautiful plants to give you the privacy, but also the beauty.
Yeah, I think when you drive through there and you see the colors and the different foliage as you go through, it's very distinctive, but it certainly stands out. It looks phenomenal as you're driving through, and you feel
Thank you.
like you're in someplace special, as opposed to,
And
you're right,
that's
army barracks.
yes, exactly. We really want it to. I've gone to resorts, I'm sure you have as well.
Hmm.
And having worked here, when I go now, whoa, the members in Esplanade, that's where they live. They
Right,
get to experience this every day. I had to pay this much money to get here to spend 4 days,
right.
and they actually get to live it every single day.
Yeah, and that's a great point. I hadn't thought about the straight lines. Boot
Yes.
camp. Yeah, that's okay. You're right there.
Well, isn't that someone pointed it out to me and I went,
Yeah,
that's the difference. And
it
you
does.
don't know it till you know.
Right, right. Yeah, now I'm going to be looking at it when I will be like, all right, this makes sense now.
It does, right? And what's fun about it too is that when you're working with me in terms of finding the best lot for your home, I'm looking for certain things. Those curves in the street allow lots to pie out in the back.
Hmm.
That gives
Yeah,
you more privacy because I think, in Florida, we tend to not give you half acres or acres of land. It's quite a few homes in
right,
a
right.
certain spot. So
So how do you,
if
how
you
do you
can
give it
look
that
for,
feel? Yeah,
you want to look for those opportunities, right?
right. Yeah, absolutely. What kind of customization or personalization options are available to buyers?
So I used to think it was a dirty word. It's not. We are a production builder.
Hmm.
So we have limited choices that you can make. But in terms of a production builder, I think that we are giving you the most in terms of selections and choices and chances to change your home and personalize it
Sure.
your lifestyle. So for each of our plans, there are various changes you can make. Is it a tandem garage? Is it
Hmm.
extending the lanai? Is it pushing out and adding square footage? How do you live in that home? Let's make it work for you. So within our means, we're able to make changes and we're allowing full design selections.
Right.
You can go and make the fun choices of flooring and countertops and make sure that it's what you want and how you want to live.
I heard someone tell me that it's about personalization rather than customization. I think that's a great way to brand it. That you're going in and it will have your flavor on the
Yes.
house. You
Yes,
find a house.
exactly.
You go, hey, I like this style. I like you look at the Lazio. It's open. It's all the way
Right.
through. The living is fantastic. If you want to be able to go into the living room and to the outside, and it's all in that triangle. All right,
Yes,
now what do we do? All right, the appliances, the countertops, the floors, columns on the wall. So that's where you're putting that flavor and making it yours.
exactly. Well, because quite honestly, we have just so many plans that you can build here. There's a total of nine total floor plans, and there's various front looks to those
Hmm.
homes. And the introduction of coastal elevations last year, as well as flat tile roof material, that's helped to give us more variety within the
Right.
community. But what you're also doing is within the home is you're personalizing it to you.
Hmm.
And even if it's with us or you're choosing to wait till after to add those special touches, you could start with a blank slate if you want to, or you can have us do it all.
Yeah, I do love the coastal look
I
as
do
I
too.
drove through there with my wife the other day, just the shutters I'm like, that's a Florida lifestyle.
Yeah, it's what we always thought Florida would be, right?
Yep, yep. What can you tell me about the community in the area around Esplanade? I know it's growing out there. New school going in right
Yes,
next door. The growth is almost exponential, and we're
it
starting to see
is.
that come around in the area. Anything you think stands out or can highlight?
So many things. I mean, when you initially come to this area, if you're not familiar with it, you may feel as though we're out further than you would ever imagine. And I know when I first moved here, if you were
Hmm.
just east of 41, you were too far east.
Yeah.
So now we're obviously east of 75. And one of the things I think is brilliant about an Esplanade is having so much activity, so many amenities within the community that you don't have to leave if you don't want to. But then just within 7 to 10 minutes, we have the waterside area
Right.
with new shops and dining all focused around a large lake, the pavilion, what is it on Sundays? I can't even think.
Oh, the farmers market.
The
Yep.
farmers market on Sundays.
Yep.
Um, Lorraine goes down to Fruitville, head over to the beaches downtown Sarasota very easily.
Hmm.
In addition, that 44th,
Yeah. Yep.
uh,
The bridge
the
coming from downtown out on
connection, yeah, 44th
Anna
going
Maria
across the
Island.
interstate. Yeah, you have another beach access, and that 44th is right before the community. It's an entry
Hmm.
into our community. So, you'll have easy access to those areas as well as Tampa.
Right.
3 hours to a St. Augustine or Jacksonville area. So it's really easy to get around the entire state.
Hmm.
And it's such a friendly area with so much growth. I mean, you mentioned the school that's going to be K through 8. There's a new high school coming. A
Hmm.
Publix on the corner, just north of us,
Right. Right.
and
Uline
it
and 64. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, growing exponentially out here. New library. You've got, of course, the UTC Mall that's
Hmm.
within 10 minutes of here, and
Yeah.
the
So
Henderson
I think
Park.
it's a nice option to be a little bit removed out of the center of the city with the traffic
Yes,
and then still be able to get to everything 15, 20 minutes. You're at most everything. You can get all the way out to the beaches probably in 30. And then
absolutely.
Sarasota, SRQ and TPA, 30
Hmm.
to 60 minutes, depending on traffic. So access
Oh
is
yeah.
there.
No, it's become a really special location, honestly. And as the areas grow, just so much to do.
Um, we talked a little bit about some of what the HOA encompasses. So we,
Mhm.
that the lawn care's in there, the service. What other things specifically? It's going to cover common area maintenance, obviously,
Absolutely.
uh, the amenity center, all those things. Is that including all uh, the two restaurants and those kind of things? Those are staffed. Is that included in what you're doing there? Access is, but paying for your meals and stuff would be on an individual basis.
That's correct. Thank you for bringing that up. So we do have a $500 per year minimum
Okay.
food and non-alcoholic beverage, and that's charged in the beginning of the year to your account, and then obviously you just come
Right.
off of that. So yes, we do have additional charges. Classrooms we charge additionally for as well, only to essentially pay
Hmm.
for the instructors,
Right.
but that fee, the 370 or the low sixes, is going to cover the 24-hour fitness,
Hmm.
all of the facilities that are here. We're going to have the venue opening here the first quarter of next year. That's where our lifestyle team will be held. pool tables, card tables, um, areas for clubs to meet. We have bocce ball here. You would have full access to all the
Hmm.
pickleball courts and the tennis courts. You'd be paying additionally for the pros,
Right.
or for joining tournaments.
Sure, but that's covering the bulk of everything's going to have access, and then if you want something above it, you'll pay for that, which
Right,
is
just as you would in a resort.
yeah,
I
not
mean, an
unreasonable.
all-inclusive. Mhm.
What about a CDD? Is there a CDD in
There is.
Esplanade?
And it ranges from the around 1,900 per
Okay,
year to 2,200 per year. And that is a 30-year CDD or
right.
stewardship fee.
And
And it would go
that's
directly
usually
in
on
the
taxes? It's
I'm
usually you can pay they usually pay it through their taxes coupled together?
absolutely. So
Okay,
I generally give a range of a roughly, if they're full-time resident here, I would say roughly 1.3% of your purchase price for taxes, including the
right,
stewardship fee.
right. Yeah, that's about standard for the area, so that's not
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Cool. Can you share any success stories or testimonials from current residents? Anybody that stands out, you go, "That's exactly who we were looking for, and let me tell you what they
Yeah.
found."
Well, my COVID buyers are the ones I always worry about the most because it
Right.
was a challenge to say the least. And to have them come in and say, despite what we went through, you guys did hang in there with us. We hung in there with you.
Mhm.
And we're getting through some of the trials and tribulations, right? But for them to come in and say, Melanie, I love it here. This is the best decision we ever made. And literally, we could do something every single day with other people in the community. And that means the world. That's how we envisioned our
Mhm.
retirement. And it doesn't have to be retirement. It's also the families that live in here as well. They have true
Oh, yeah.
connections. And that's what it's about. It's about obviously lifestyle so that you have a lot of things to do, but it's the true connection. And
Mhm.
and that's what I'm seeing my members come back and tell me that they're finding those connections.
Right. All that's great, but if you don't have that personal connection on the end, you'll probably go somewhere else. So it's really
Right.
facilitating that. And I have wonderful friends still from Esplanade, uh,
Yeah.
different ones. So, being
Yes,
able to
you have
foster
the
that
Esplanade
lifestyle.
experience for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. We loved it. Loved it. If we hadn't been transferred out of state for a job, we'd probably still be there.
Right. Well, I mean, it's
Yeah.
truly, where else are you going to find that type of community and
Hmm.
not where I live, it's not amenitized like that. It's nice, it's lovely,
Right.
but I have a different lifestyle, I guess, at this moment.
It just gives you something to work towards, right?
Exactly. Someday I'll be able to live
That's
here.
right. That's right. Well, Melanie, thank you so much for joining me today. Anything else that you want to say about Esplanade Azario, just for our listeners, and anything that you want to make sure that they know about it?
Well, first, I just want to thank you for letting me be a part of your podcast and for getting the word about Esplanade Azario. Love for you and the individuals listening to this to come and visit us, see what it's about, have lunch
Absolutely.
at the Bahama Bar, and make sure that I'm telling the truth.
Yeah. Perfect.
Thank
Again,
you.
thank you.